Everyone, this is Matt Johnson from CWS Lancaster. I'm back with a small update about voting in Pennsylvania based on my earlier voter education slideshow. Today we're going to be talking about naked ballots, a funny term but has serious consequences for the upcoming election. And let's go ahead. The PA Supreme Court made several rulings on some lawsuits that had gone to them about voting in Pennsylvania in the upcoming election. The first thing it did was it allowed for 3 days after the election for mail-in ballots to be delivered. The rule is they have to be postmarked by the day of the election, but they must be now delivered within 3 days by November 6th. And we've talked about the importance of getting them in as early as possible to make sure that they get in. The second thing it did, it allowed for voting drop boxes, meaning that you can take your ballot and your ballot alone and drop it off at the Board of Elections into a box that will then go to be counted. It denied the right for poll watchers to observe polls if they weren't from the county where voting is taking place. And most importantly for us, it decided that a mail-in ballot not sent in a security envelope will not be counted. During the primaries, several thousand people in Lancaster alone, tens of thousands across the state, did not properly put their ballot into an envelope and then put that envelope into the return mail envelope, okay? And what that did was it caused some confusion about how to count that vote. In the primaries, the vote did count. In the general election, as you can see, the ballot will not count if it's not in the security envelope. And I want you to just take a moment to think about why this was important. PA was decided by 44,000 votes in the last election. If even a small percentage of mail-in votes not counted could swing the election one way or the other. As you can see, within 44,000 votes puts it within a percentage point. The people who are most vulnerable to not having their vote not count are elderly voters, new voters, and those with limited English proficiency. So those are three areas, three groups of people that we want to make sure their votes are in. And finally, the court case delayed printing and mailing of online mail-in ballots, which means we have time to go over this. So this isn't going to be the last time you hear me talk about this. So how to use the security envelope. I want you to see this picture so that you can see the ballot that you'll fill out here on my left. The security ballot envelope, they're calling it, right? And it just looks just like that. And then the return envelope. As you can see, all three will come as a total package with your mail-in ballot. So I'll give you a second to take a look at those. And finally, let's talk about the steps to mail-in voting. First, you fill out the ballot with your choices as directed on the ballot. Second, you place your completed ballot in the security envelope and seal it. Do not tape it, just seal it. Finally, you place your security envelope into the return envelope. And very importantly, on the return envelope, make sure to sign and date the back of that return envelope. That is your proof that it's you and that you are authorizing that vote to be counted on your behalf. And then you can decide how you want to return your ballot. And here's why I say that. Here are the possibilities. One way to do this is put the ballot in the mail as early as possible. It must be postmarked by November 3rd and must be delivered by November 6th. I can tell you right now, I plan to fill out my ballot and send it back that day, just so I'm absolutely positive that it will go in. Two, you can drop off your ballot to your county board of elections, and you can do that anytime leading up to the election. And finally, there will be drop boxes at most boards of election. Places like Philly and larger cities will have boxes all over the city. We, in the more rural counties, will probably only have them at the Board of Elections, which you can see are here. Okay, the Lancaster County Board of Elections is here. I just want to give a warning that you do have to go through a metal detector unless the drop box is provided outside, which I read this morning it will not be. There's the addresses for Dauphin and Cumberland. If you'd like the address for any other boards of election in our area, I said boards of education, it's boards of election, please let me know and we can get on that. If you have any questions, please contact me at mpjohnson@cwsglobal.org. Thank you very much.